Do you like to buy toolboxes cheap and then find something special in it? Well, maybe I got it this time. I don't know. I got 4 boxes here, $5 a piece. It's $20 to get all 4 boxes. And I'll just start with this one right here in front of me. It's a little Popular Mechanics. The box is probably not worth $5. Is the stuff inside worth that? It looks like it's a lot of keys and some key rings, some wristwatches. We're talking definitely over $5 worth of stuff. And I do like to collect keys. Like to make up the lock. But look at all the keys. It's a lot of house keys. But this top tray, I've already went through it. I pulled all the automotive keys out. Lots of Fords, Chryslers, there's a few GM, and there's some imports. I think that's worth it. But now this looks like a little, I don't know, collectible item. It says Whitney Central Trust and Savings Bank, Carrollton Branch, Carrollton Avenue and Oak Street, New Orleans. And it's like a little bank with a key. The key doesn't go all the way in. It's made in Chicago, Illinois. This is probably not something made in the 1980s or so. This is probably made in the 50s. Maybe the anniversary or around the anniversary of this bank. Maybe, I don't know when it began, but it's got an actual serial number on the can. So I think that's kind of collectible. I think that might be the prize of this box. And maybe a watch or two here. Got a one. I know I saw a couple of them in here. Yeah, there they are. A little lady's watch. I'll just have to look at them real close and see if there's a Timex. Everything's collectible if it's old enough. That's box 1. Sorry it took so long. Box number 2. It's a Craftsman. It's probably a $1 box, but anything that the lid still shuts and got a tray, to me, I call that a $5 box. The handle's riveted on. It's not going to just break off. You know, the plastic. It's got a plastic handle, but it's that hard plastic like the metal boxes had. So anyway, it could be a donor for a metal box if it needs a handle. And it's a box full of keychains. I mean, I think this is every keychain ever made. I don't even know if I want to lay them. Lots of cufflinks. This is all costume jewelry, if it is jewelry. And just weird stuff that people hang on their keychain. Anyway, there's my box number 2. So I'll definitely be using that box for something to keep it dry and stored. Just drop it. That's good. Okay, snap. A little Craftsman box, probably made about 20 or 30 years ago. These little things here are kind of broken. One thing I did find in this box, see if I can get it in my pocket. I found this in this tray over on this side. I knew that was in there when I bought it. I said, well, that's worth $5 right there. The box is a bonus. I found a full-size Gerber hand pocket knife, and I gave that back to her and I said, you know, that shouldn't even be in this box. I don't know why, but this one was stuck in there with tools. It's called a Gerber dime. It's got like 9 functions, maybe 10, I don't know. You guys who know these knives better would know, but I put that right on my key ring. I said, you know what, that's going to go around with me for everyday carry. Anyway, so I'm not really sure the person's trade, but it looks like a bunch of just little generic tools, some cobalt hex wrenches. This little thing here is like a multi-bit thing that I guess you put it in your palm and it gives you some torque power. Sorry about that, I didn't put it in the picture. A pair of scissors, a bunch of gloves, and then just generic cheap tools like cobalt, stuff that you can buy. It's made in China. I want to think, I don't know if that's plum. Anyway, there it is, maybe on the side. Well, I didn't clean it up. I should have done that. But anyway, somebody knows what that's worth. This is somebody knows what this. I didn't even have it in the camera. Somebody knows what this brand is. It doesn't have it on the handle, but it's probably on the head. Anyway, I do collect hammerheads. If it's odd, I've got it probably. I've got a bucket full of handles, hardwood. I got them all for $1 a piece. I was sitting on a whole bunch of handles, so I bought a whole bunch of handles. The only thing in here that's Craftsman is just one pair of needle nose. I'd say that's worth $5 right there. So all this is all bonus stuff. You know, put together a nice little cheaper box of some hand tools and, you know, donate to somebody who's trying to get a, you know, little bike repair, something going, whatnot. But yeah, I think that's the $5 right there. Get these out of there. Thanks for hanging in there with me at this. I'm trying to do this one-handed. There is Sweet Potato. She's a curious girl. That goat will protect me if anybody drops in this yard that she doesn't know. She protects me. She thinks that that's her job. Okay, so here's the last box. This is the kind of like, there's no way any of us knows what's in this box. It's just full of hardware. Now that's an old box for some kind of fishing tackle. The guy who sold it to me, he did take a look at that box. I think it's missing the top. But see if I can get this focused in on here a little bit. There's no barcode on this. This is old, but it probably had a real special lure in there someone was pretty proud of. But you can see on top here, it's just a bunch of screws and bolts and stuff. But here's what I want to do. I want to dump it upside down after I get this crescent wrench. Well, it's not crescent, it's adjustable, drop forged, Williams USA. Well, there's my $5 right there. Can't beat that. That's what you do with these boxes. You just don't know. It's like trick or treat without the candy. Blade. I'm not sure what that is. One of those things that all of us has as kids when we had bikes. Probably a railroad spike turned into a chisel. Sorry about the noise. I try and be careful again. Just junk tools. I mean, a few drill bits in here. Some hardware for hanging stuff. A couple of special bolts that probably were like a bushing or a bearing for a wheel. Yeah, I think I've seen these on like lawnmowers where the wheel travels on this bushing and then you have to nut it or something like that. Well, okay, so did I find something worth $5? Yep, I got my little Williams wrench. And the box is just super cool because it's almost handmade. It's missing the hasp, but just having an opening drawer like that is kind of cool. So I got a lot of screws to sort out if they're any good. There's just nothing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I have been lucky lately, and I've found antiques in these boxes. And I appreciate you hanging in there for 8 minutes for 4 junk toolboxes that would cost you $20. But you know, getting this tape measure, a little Gerber, a dime knife, and yeah, that wrench. I think that's $20. And then, well, the Craftsman box looks like it's all right. Might have broke even. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.